back to our ICF mountain home build. Jeremy and I had moved all 31,000 pounds of these blocks from down over the hill up here to get ready for our masons. It is now about almost the end of October and we are ready to get rocking and rolling on these pillars. We've had a lot of delays, but we're ready to get going and hopefully get the outside of this house completely done and sealed up by the end of November. That is the goal. And then we're going to start moving to the inside and doing all that fun detail work. If you guys are looking for a sneak peek as to what we're going to do inside, go check out our Instagram channel at Guildbrook Farm. We have a little sneak peek as to the type of kitchen we're going to design. We've already picked out all the cabinets and even a little bit of the flooring on that, so go check that out. Huge thank you to Ariat for sponsoring today's video. Pretty much all of our wardrobes are now Ariat. We absolutely love their clothes. This is their new women's rebar work line. Go check it out.
They've been here about 4 hours. Coming along good so far. Doing the tall columns first. Okay, day one of stacking block for the concrete piers is about over. Had one little snag, which was just a miscommunication, but that was my fault. I wasn't here when they were doing this, so they had these block right up to the line, and I needed it moved about 1.5 inches to account for rock and a fascia board that's going to be on the top there. So luckily we were able to move it pretty easily because everything was still wet. It only took 5 minutes, so if we'd have waited till it dried tomorrow, that would have been a pain. So let's walk around and see. Look at that one, man. He's got that one all the way up. That's about 10'8". That's big. As soon as they get these done, we're gonna have to bring in a concrete pump and fill all these with concrete. So we're gonna fill all these cells and the center. Then they'll be just solid. So let's go look. Getting exciting.
Mira, primero baja el de acá porque ese no va a bajar, el que va en la orilla. El que va a decir, está más alto ahí, es el primero, acomoda ese. Anivélalo con el nivel y siempre lo que está más, que no ves que no baja, necesita primero ese.
Day 2 of stacking the columns. Doing good, making good progress. They're working on the front towards the mountain where all of the piers are like 10 foot high. So let's go see what's up.
No, si lo aguanto ya. Lo aguanto ya.
Well, while these guys are stacking block, I figured I'd come out and do some measuring and figure out what we need to do for the next step. One thing we're going to do is flash this. So this is 5" this way. We want to overlap it about half and do like a little 45 as a drip edge, and then there'll be a slab line here, 4 inches of slab. This is 8 inches, so I'm going to flash it up to here, cut a little slit into this foam, push the flashing in, and then we'll tape over that, and then we'll go over that with weather barrier, like felt paper type stuff, before we put siding on. So that way we'll have a complete drainage plane. Even though we've already waterproofed this, if water ever gets down in here underneath the slab after we pour, it'll just drip off and not soak into our concrete foam mess here. I think that's like triple protection. We should be able to never have a leaky basement from water hitting the slab and going down into the house. So that's the plan there. I am measuring also for how much concrete we need to fill all these piers. We're going to try and get a concrete pump out here next week. We need to give these about 3 or 4 days to cure. Get a concrete pump out here, fill all these with concrete, and we'll have rebar in each of the corners. I mean, it's never going to move. So what I've been doing is just measuring the cells of the block, figured out how many cells are in each course. That's 0.74 cubic inches of concrete per course, then multiply by the number of courses, then add this center, which is 8.5 by 8.5 all the way down. Came out to about 5 yards. But I did the math to fill all of these piers. These front corners, we're just going to have sort of this L shape here. This will be a half block because we're going to lay our beam right in here. And these are more just like to hide the beam. So, making good progress.
our pillars.
Finally, 13 pillars. Some of these are 10 feet tall. They did it in about 3 days. They had to cut a couple of pieces of block, but they did a real good job. They got it all leveled out, squared up, ready to go. A couple more days, we're gonna pump concrete into them, and then they'll be super solid. So there's 4 pieces of rebar, 1 in each corner, and I'm getting ready to order the steel for the beams and the pan and all that. And this is one of those projects that took us forever to get going because we couldn't get people lined up, and then all of a sudden, of course,
Everybody showed up.
Everybody shows up at once. But we're glad to be rolling again. I know we haven't done a video in a while, but that's why. We've just been trying to get things rolling, and then now we're super busy, so editing it, we just haven't had time. So
We are trying to get this done. It's good though that things are rolling because we are trying to get this done before the end of November. It is now almost Halloween, which is why I am sporting my witch hat. And by the time you guys watch, it's probably be a couple days from Halloween. But we're looking to get this all done, the outside of this all done by the end of November, all sealed up, and then we're going to start working on the inside. That's all the fun stuff too. So if you guys haven't checked out our Instagram channel, we put like little sneak peeks over there. You can see what kind of kitchen we are modeling after. We're already working on some appliances and getting those in. Oh my gosh, they're back ordered until January. There's craziness going on with getting stuff in, supplies right now. But huge thank you to Ariat for sponsoring today's video. We absolutely love their stuff. If you guys have not checked out Ariat, please do. We love their clothes, super high quality, and there's a 10% off coupon down below. Makes great Christmas gifts as well.
that's going to do it for this one, and next one I think will probably be our HVAC rough-in, and that's going along real well too. So we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.
Happy Halloween.